Well, actually, we're going to be diving into vacant land. Okay, so if you've ever dreamed about owning your own piece of land and placing a manufactured home on it, this video is for you. Okay, so stick around as I guide you through the first steps to making your dream a reality of owning a piece of land and putting your manufactured home on the land. Okay, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Living in the High Desert. Angelica Bonilla here with Excellence Real Estate in the HD and the Bonilla Group. Today, we're going to be diving into the exciting world of real estate here in Victorville, California. Actually, not just any real estate, land. Okay, so I got a comment from one of you guys asking me, is it possible to buy a land in Victorville residential, I guess a residential area, and place a manufactured home on permanent foundation? What are the steps? All right, guys, that's what we're going to be diving into in this video, because I know there's going to be a lot of information out there, and I'm happy that this person asked this specific question, because the first thing that you're going to want to do is, yes, contact us so that we go ahead and set you up on land listings notification. Okay, so if you call us, that way we can get a better idea of exactly what you're looking for, what area you're looking for, and then from there, I mean, we just can't tell you that you're going to be able to put a manufactured home just on any land. This is how it works. And in any city, okay, they're going to have their own rules, their own regulations. Okay, you're going to have to get permits. You're going to have to find out everything about the land. Okay, so every land that's for sale has different things that it offers and doesn't offer. Some land, they're going to have electricity already available. Electricity, what I mean, they have power, water, gas, or a propane tank that is installed or can be installed. Is going to have city sewer, or it's going to have a septic tank. Okay, so if a land has all of the services, all of the utilities, that land is going to cost more money. If the land does not have none of the utilities, it's not close to any of the city utilities or any of that, it's going to cost less money. Okay, so that's where the process of seeing what kind of land and what you're looking for is going to come into play when we set you up for your home search. Okay, so diving into the process, it's crucial for you to research, okay, and get set up with your land search directly through the Bonilla Group. Okay, because the way we're going to set you up is that if you are looking for a land that already has all the utilities, okay, we're going to be able to do that. And you need to understand, a lot of the lands that are being sold, a lot of the owners don't really know anything about the land. Okay, a lot of the land that is being sold is usually being sold by like a person that's never lived there, never investigated it. They just bought it, they've hold the land, and they really haven't done nothing with the land. Okay, so of course it is possible to buy a land and put a manufactured home on it, but the first step to buying a land is actually doing your research and your preparation for buying a land. This is a crucial step, okay, when it comes to buying a land, is doing your research and preparing yourself in the process of buying that land. Okay, because what's the main thing that you're going to have to consider? The main thing is that if you're buying a land, you're seeing the land is cheaper, it's for a reason. Okay, probably does not have utilities, it's not close to utilities, it's in the middle of nowhere, and it's not desirable. Okay, so there's a lot of things for you to consider when you're buying vacant land. Now, if a land is higher in price, it's probably because it's closer to a highway, closer to city streets. You're going to be able to get utilities, okay? Or it has utilities that's going to be higher in price. Okay, so there's a lot of things to consider, okay? So a lot of these people are not going to know anything that has to do with the property they're selling. So that's one of the main things that you're going to have to see, that if you find a land that you're interested in buying, you as a buyer are going to have to go to the city. So let's say we're talking about the city of Victorville. You're going to have to go to the city or call the city, and you're going to need either the address of the land, if it has an address. If it doesn't have an address, you're going to need an APN number, which your realtor can give to you. Yeah, you're going to need the address or the APN number. Then you're going to go to the city or call the city and ask the city, what can you build or what can you have built on the property? Now, if you're looking to build a manufactured home on its own land, then that's when when you call the city, you're going to have to ask them, am I able to build a manufactured home, and what are the requirements that I need to do to be able to um, put a manufactured home on that land? For every land that you're interested in buying, you have to repeat this process. Okay, what's the process? Get the address, get the APN number, call the city or check online if you could. A lot of the things are being done online now. Okay, so you're gonna have to check every property that you're interested in to make sure if you're able to put a manufactured home on its own foundation on the land. Just because the land is on a residential area doesn't mean that the city is going to allow you to put a manufactured home in that area. Okay, if you're looking for a land and you see that there's no manufactured homes around, that's probably going to tell you that they're probably not going to allow you to put a manufactured home in that area. Okay, so there's a lot of things to consider when you're buying vacant land. Another thing is that are you going to need a loan or do you have cash? If you need a loan to buy land, you're still going to need a pretty big down payment. Some of the lenders want 25% down if you still need a loan to buy land.
When buying land, the main thing is for you to consider that you're going to need cash to buy the land. Okay, so if you don't have all of the money that is required to buy the land, maybe this is not going to be a good option for you to look into buying vacant land. Now, the other thing that you can look into is that if the seller is offering seller financing. Okay, so what's seller financing? What seller financing is when the seller of the vacant land offers you to be the bank. Okay, so you give the seller a down payment, and then he sets you up with monthly payments, the interest rate. I mean, everything that the seller wants, and you need to agree to, and then you can open escrow that way. But they are going to want you to have a bigger down payment in order for them to consider seller financing. And not all of the sellers are willing to do seller financing. Okay, so these are the options that you have when it comes to buying land. The biggest option is going to be buying land all cash.
Now, if you're financing the land and then you still need to finance the manufactured home or the mobile home that you want to buy and put on the land, they're probably not going to give you financing for that. Okay, you need to own the land outright in order to be able to finance a new home or a manufactured home. There's a lot of different things to consider when you're wanting to buy land. Okay, so to answer the question, can you buy land and put a manufactured home on it? uh, you could buy the land. Okay, doesn't mean you can put a manufactured home on it, or what you're going to be able to build on the land. So the first step that you need to do is check and verify with the city to make sure that you're able to build a manufactured home. Okay. The next thing is that you're going to have to check is where are the utilities for the land that you're buying. Does it have water? Does it have a septic? Can you put in a septic? Okay. Does it have electricity or can you put solar? Okay. You're still going to need some kind of source of electricity to be run to the property, even if you put solar. Okay. Because the gas is going to be the gas company or a propane tank that's going to be installed. All of these things you need to know all of this before you buy the land. Okay. Because that's not only the only steps you need to do.
There's so much more steps involved when buying a vacant land, and especially buying it to build a manufactured home on it. Okay, so there's steps in the process that you're going to have to consider. Okay, it's not just about buying a vacant land, buying a house, or the manufactured house, putting the manufactured house on the land. No, you have to make sure that you know exactly what the city of Victorville wants you to do and the steps and the permits, especially the permits that you need to pull before you even purchase the home for the land. Okay, the city of Victorville is going to give you the step by step guide of what you need to do next before you even buy the manufactured home. Okay, so I wanted to end the video here and just tell you that this is just the beginning steps of you buying the land. Okay, figure out how to buy the land correctly, what you need to know to buy the land, and how to get all the information that you need for the land to make sure you buy a land that you can use and put a manufactured home on it. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed this video, guys. I know it's a lot of information. Just keep in mind you can't just buy a land and just put any home on the land. You need to pull permits and you need to follow the system that the city of Victorville will give you. Okay, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Angelica Bonilla here with Excellence Real Estate and the Bonilla Group. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye.
In California, all the new homes that are being built, it's a mandate for you to put solar panels on the home. Okay, you're gonna have to verify and check if it's a manufactured home, will you still need to install solar panels to the property. Okay, so that's an added expense for you as a buyer to now you have to purchase solar panels for your home or your new manufactured home. Okay,